Have you ever come across something you shouldn't have? Something that has the potential to change your life forever? When three middle school boys discovered a Ouija board in a dumpster, they found themselves in exactly that circumstance. They had no idea that their inquisitiveness and restlessness would lead them down a path of terror and horror. What began as a simple game quickly turned into a nightmare, revealing their deepest, darkest secrets and revealing a malevolent force they could never have imagined. Prepare yourselves, because this is a story that will chill you to the bone and make you wonder what goes bump in the night. Welcome to Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. Our channel is committed to investigating the unknown and sharing spooky stories with you. We bring you the most terrifying stories that will have you on the edge of your seat, from haunted houses to eerie apparitions. Our team of investigators and storytellers is dedicated to providing you with the most realistic, spine-tingling experiences possible. Join us as we explore the realm of the unexplainable, and prepare to be amazed, terrified, and entertained. Please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of eerie encounters and hauntings. Let us tell you about a spine-tingling story entitled A Dark Secret Uncovered. It was a hot summer day when three middle school boys discovered a Ouija board in a garbage bin adjacent to a shabby apartment building. They'd always heard about the mysterious board game that could connect them to the spirits in the afterlife, and they couldn't resist the temptation to give it a shot. Nate was the oldest and most vicious of the three boys. Tony, the younger brother, was frequently bullied by Nate. And Bill, the quietest of the three, and he usually attempted to avoid any kind of confrontation. The board was weathered and aged, with an odd symbol engraved in the center. The boys were unsure what to expect, but they were ready to give it a shot. They convened at Nate's residence, where they were met with an unsettling quiet. Nate's mother had died, and his father was constantly preoccupied with work. The house had a strange sense to it, and the boys were becoming apprehensive. They sat with their hands on the planchette, which was resting on the board, and waited for anything to happen. Minutes passed with nothing happening. The boys were becoming agitated when the planchette began to move. It started out slow and barely detectable, but as they stared at it, it began to pick up speed. The action had the boys spellbound, and their hearts were beating hard in their chests. The planchette eventually came to a halt, and the boys looked at the board, trying to comprehend the letters that had been spelled out. The board read GTAWAY, and that made them shake in terror. Nate, being the eldest and most courageous, chose to stay. The planchette continued to move. NOW. It spelled out. Bill was the first to speak up because the boys were afraid. "Should we go somewhere?" he inquired. He also asked where they would go. ITHURTS, the board spelled out this time. The boys exchanged worried glances as they wondered what was wrong and who was hurting. Nate, who had been suspicious the entire time, began to lose his calm. He accused the other two of playing a prank on him. To show that it was not a joke, Tony asked the board a question that only he knew the answer to. The board, to their surprise, said ASKNAT. Nate's face became pale, and he attempted to deny any involvement. But the board had already begun to move, writing out DAE. The boys were taken aback. They had no idea what was happening. Nate jumped up, tears flowing down his cheeks, and bolted from the room, leaving the other boys behind. The boys hadn't heard from Nate in days. They were beginning to worry about him when they discovered the truth. Nate's father had abused him for years, and the Ouija board had exposed his darkest secret. The boys were shocked, and they felt bad for playing with the board. They never touched it again, and they vowed never to mention it again. As we come to the end of this bone-chilling story, we can't help but feel a sense of dread and wonder. It's truly terrifying to think of what secrets the Ouija board may hold and the spirits it can communicate with. We hope this story has left you with a sense of unease and an appreciation for the unknown. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share our channel with your friends and family. We have many more eerie encounters and hauntings to share with you in the future, so be sure to hit the notification bell to never miss a video. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown, and we can't wait to share our next spine-tingling story with you. Stay tuned, and stay spooky.